In today's video, we're going to be working on different footwork so that you can get your shot off better in game. So let's get down. Let's check out Adesire, some of the drills that we were using a few weeks ago, and of course the footwork that you can use as a player. Really quickly, make sure to go check out my hardest basketball shooting workout down in the description below. Okay, so in this first drill, what we're going to have is you sprinting up from the baseline up to the elbow. But what we're doing here is not just sprinting up and taking a shot. Look at the footwork that Adesire is using. He is catching the ball on his right between his right foot and left foot, so that when he lands on his left foot, he can pivot his right foot around and he can then take that shot. This will allow his right foot coming from that side to be able to be in front so that he can be balanced for his shot. It is all about balance when you're shooting the ball off of the catch or off of the dribble. And then we're going to do exactly the exact same thing on the opposite side, but right there is the incorrect footwork, and we are looking specifically at the footwork here because we are noticing that he's catching the ball on his right foot and then he's going left-right, which is not going to work extremely well. What you want to see is for him to catch between his left and right foot, which would be the exact mirror of the other side. So I just wanted to point that out really quick in this video. So watch out for the footwork because it will really mess with your shot if you don't have it perfect. Now in this drill, we're going to have a defensive shuffle across. You would ideally want to be a little bit lower. And then you're going to do a quick jab step or jab fake towards that right side. And then you're going to take one dribble to the middle and take your jump shot. Now this is going to really work with, of course, your footwork, because what you want to do after this jab is that right foot comes forward and you take that dribble at the exact same time as that right foot hits the ground. You need to time this perfectly. Unlike that one right there, even though he made that shot, what we can see here is without that ball being timed perfectly on that first step, this can be called a travel by some referees and by most referees. So it is something that you should be watching for with younger players. That's why I'm showing you a few mistakes, but it's still very important to be able to really get that dribble at the exact same time as your step. Now in this drill, same thing. Make sure you time that dribble on that step, but now we're going to be going for that floater. This was timed exactly perfect, and he was able to get that floater off without any traveling. So great job Adesire in this clip right here. Now, these are fantastic drills. There's a few things that you really want to work on with younger players, and that is layups, because every younger player misses layups, but also floaters. I understand that I've heard anyways from players that there's a lot of coaches who dislike floaters. The idea behind a floater is so that you are working on your touch around the rim. This is ridiculously important. As we can see here, this is not a travel. However, it is important to get that step, or that dribble at the exact same time as that step. So fantastic drill to work on your footwork, but also your ability to get that dribble at the exact same time as the step. I'm just saying this over and over again because this is extremely important when you start getting to more advanced moves, as we see right here with that spin move. The spin move is a very common move, but if not done properly, will and should be called a travel. And there's a lot of players, at least the players that I coach and I've been coaching against, who will argue with referees and say, it's not a travel. But if you don't time that dribble perfectly, if you get called on a travel on a spin move, that's what the referee noticed, is you did not take the dribble on this step, which means that you were maybe a millisecond behind. And if that's the case, then of course you will be called for a travel. So these are things that we can actually self-correct in game. Don't always hate on a referee because maybe you think that they're against you. Maybe it's just a small millisecond change in your dribbling and you can get away with different moves, but you have to time things properly. I hope that this video has helped you become a better basketball player, maybe learn some new drills as a coach or a trainer. If it has, hit that like button and subscribe, and I'll see you guys again in my next video. Make sure to go check out down in the description below the hardest basketball shooting workout, because it will help you shoot the basketball from further away, because it will build muscle memory through the workouts that you're doing.